Good morning. That's the old chat, so don't pay attention to that. Got my coffee. Let's get it. Short stream today, so unfortunately, I gotta go. It's gonna be a beautiful day ahead for sure, but unfortunately, I can't trade all day. So I hope the 15-minute opening range trade treats me very nicely this morning. I have another PA account. Hold on, guys. I gotta log in and out of Apex. Do I have time? Yeah, I have time. All right. So you can see I passed one eval. Once I'm in profit on one, I go the other way on the other one and usually passes. When it's a morning like this where it's a decent move off the open, it usually passes. All right, let's get this going. So far, decent 50-point range. I gotta add something to. All right, so we're gonna do 40 ticks and then 90 ticks. Nice to see that you could open more evals. Yeah, that sucks for some people, but if you can't, then I recommend, if you want exactly very similar concept, then ball knocks is an option. Five-minute break was very nice today. Just keep in mind, my fund of futures has some rules, so if you're good with that, then they're great. Versus Top Step has no rules, so. But Top Step is way more expensive. With this metal desk, my mouse sometimes doesn't like work properly. Like the receiver is, I guess, getting blocked or something. I don't know if I should do one contract and add a second one when the close is below the 15-minute range. Because if I get wicked in again, it's going to suck. It's retesting the 5-minute open range. I do use a mouse pad. This whole desk is a mouse pad. I think it's just interference. Is this the toughest environment you've traded in? I don't think it's the environment as much as I mean, if I did the opening range trade, my regular, it's working, right? I don't know. If I scalp, it's working. So I don't know if it's the environment. I think it's just me. So yesterday I rewatched the video. I had 7 points of slippage. That's insane. I've never seen that before. To enter. A couple ticks, yeah, but like 7. I've never besides on news, I've never seen so much slippage on NQ. Yeah, so there's no way to set a stop limit order on QUANTOWER, I don't think. How do I handle fear of executing trades? I don't have fear of executing trades. I'm at the point where the risk is non-existent for me. Like, I don't have any risk. I only have potential to gain at this point, right, with my payout. So it's a little bit different mentality, I guess. But I don't know, even on stocks, when you start out the first month, maybe you have some fear of executing trades, but after that, it goes away. Like when you start a brand new account, when you take a little bit of a break and you come back, that's when you feel like you might have some, hesitation on when to enter and all that stuff. But once you're trading, I've been trading pretty much nonstop for with futures for 17 months. I didn't really take any time off. I took like a week off maybe. But even during that week, I still did the opening range trade. So never truly took time off. All right, this is candle. 2 more minutes. Yeah, we're also sitting on a 200 moving average on the 2-minute chart. So hopefully. It's a pretty big range. All right, 20 seconds. And then we wait. If it breaks out to the upside, I'm only going to take one contract. And then wait for it to close above. This is a sell order, so let me see if I could change the colors of that because a lot of people get confused. Yes, sell orders, I'm gonna make them red. There we go. That better? Don't copy me though. It's a tough trade. It might be a range and then it might not break out for like 10 minutes. Is there any news at 10? Do we have any news at 10? I have a wedding to go to, well, to DJ on Long Island, which is kind of far away, especially with traffic. So last time I went there, it took us, we do have Michigan sentiment, but it took me 3 hours or so to get there. So I am leaving super early today just to beat the traffic. And if we get there super early, we're just going to get lunch and stuff. But I have to leave by noon. So the stream is going to be done by hopefully 10:45. But regardless if I am out of the trade or not, it will be at 11. I mean, I could leave the trade on and then go do my thing, but as a DJ, what do I like to play the most? I don't have a preference. Obviously, house music is the most fun, but I'm the type of person where I love all kinds of music. I listen to everything, so whatever people are vibing to, I'll have a good time. And you know, this is like the craziest range of music. I'm not as perfect now, but I used to be like fluent in Spanish music when I used to do a lot of school events. I don't keep up with it as much now, but the older stuff I love. But house, hip hop, country, I mean, 90s, Backstreet Boys, you know, like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to have a good time. Disco, 70s, like September and stuff. As long as people are having a good time, I don't really care what I'm playing. Today is a tough one. Today is the The bride has over 100,000 followers on TikTok and on Instagram. So she's a little picky. She does dancing videos. Yeah, TikTok is like way bigger than Instagram. I knew what she had on Instagram and I just checked what she had on TikTok. I was expecting like 500,000. No. I have a TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, guys. I don't post, but if I have more followers, I would post. What settings should I change for what? Oh. So you had a position, it hit take profit, but market turned back and took my stop loss. You have to use this. Are you talking about QUANTOWER? So if you use the bracket, then that will cancel. But if you just place a trade and then you set a stop loss and take profit, and it didn't cancel the other one, should always cancel. I gotta check. I don't pay attention to that. If you set after you open position, then yes. If you set after you open position, then it's not gonna cancel. That's what I thought. That's when you say use simple. So when you like, let's say I get into a trade and then I place a buy and sell, like that's not gonna cancel. You could use an OCO order. Once I'm in the position, remind me and we could talk about it. But I'm sorry to hear about your account. Was this a funded account or eval? I had a dream last night that I left an order open on the 150K account and it felt so real. Like this morning, I wasn't sure if I had the account. The 153K account, I thought I left the order open overnight. I had a weird night of sleep. I was dreaming about trading. Like, I think because I had a video from Al Brooks playing in the background when I was falling asleep. You had many wedding nightmares? I don't know. Luckily, I mean, last week was a nightmare with acoustics. I mean, it was the worst room. Like, it's going on my do not book list, basically. This is the second wedding I did there this year, and It's like playing in an echo chamber and you can't hear the music, you can't hear anything. And you get blamed as a DJ for the music not being clear, and the bass is getting trapped in the corners of the room, and well, that's out of our control. How do you use a tick chart? It's the same. Tick chart is the same as a minute chart. It's just calculating not minutes, not time, but calculates the ticks. So when the candle's moving, there's volume, right? Which is the ticks. Basically, each trade is a tick. I'm pretty sure that's what it calculates. Right? It doesn't actually calculate the movement. It's more so the orders, I'm assuming. I don't know. But basically, the candles are based on ticks and not based on time. So you could see a drastic difference in how long the candle takes to form in different time zones of trading. So if, let's say, you do 1,000 ticks, at overnight session, it's going to take forever. It might take an hour to form one candle, versus when you do 1,000 ticks at the open at 9:30 a.m., it's going to take a few seconds to create one candle. So every candle is the same volume, but different time, versus in this case, they're different volume, but they're the same time. There's also a range chart. You could use a range chart, so every candle is the same size. That's also an interesting. I think Matt uses them, but Matt uses a very tiny range. Sweet spot, I think 1,000 is good, but you just want to compare it to what you like. Compare it to like a 1-minute chart. Let's see if we get filled. See, like I don't have a stop loss right now, right? It's not attached. So once I get filled and I place a stop loss, then it might not cancel. But if I just set the stop loss with this, then it would cancel. Come on. We want to play. How is it 10 o'clock already? What the fuck? I think you have to do it prior to entering the position, though. I think the order has to have like, I don't know, I've never paid attention to that, so it's an interesting topic to talk about. We do have some news, Michigan consumer sentiment. So it's not going to be like a lot, but it might wick. So we'll see. Not going to be major though. Even this morning, personal income and PCE price index was minor. Were you able to expend some of the costs for the new studio? Oh yeah, of course. I've been doing that with my DJ business for so long. I mean, it's not like I spent a lot. I mean, I got the camera, I got the new monitors, I got the new desk, the wall, so like 10 grand. But that could also go against my DJ business. So it's, you know, it kind of sucks that the write-offs are very similar. Whatever I could write off for trading, I could write off for DJing because it's all electronics and computers, which I use for both. Because I use this setup for my Zoom meetings. This is how I meet my clients. This is why I had a nice studio in the first place. I didn't create the studio for, like this one, yes, but the old one, I didn't create it for YouTube. I created it for Zoom. Okay, news is out. Come on. And this is not going to trigger today. I don't know what the cutoff should be. I mean, like, if I don't get filled by 10:30, then I guess I'll take it off. What's my risk reward? I don't really have it. It's that I kind of just go based on the chart. It's negative though. It's typically negative. Yesterday I took a loss like $700. There's a lot of support there, so right at the bottom of that range. So it would be definitely helpful to wait for a candle close. Hopefully I don't just get wicked in. Only got a half hour. Let's go, market. Wow. Sheesh. Was not even paying attention. Oh man. Not trapped. What a nasty trap. No, I'll long as well. If it breaks above this, I'm gonna long as well, but it's gotta, up here it's gotta pretty much confirm, maybe. I'll take one contract first. But nasty sell-off here, geez. Pretty much the whole range up and down. I guess we're just gonna be stuck in the 15-minute range today. It's playing ping pong. Can we go out of bounds, please? The match is over. Let's move on to the next match down here, guys. The next match is moving to this court. Hope you guys were safe in this, but damn. I mean, if you chase this, you're pretty much stuck in this. I was hoping to scalp on the Top Step account too, since we saved it yesterday. I'm not gonna have time. Fridays are chop. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, last week was OPEX. Now you could use any platform you want, Dean. This is called QUANTOWER. How come? Yeah, it's crazy, but it's holding this. So if it breaks this, it might be pretty aggressive, but also it could just fake it. And how do you manage to trade with the bullying some give you? You kind of just learn to realize that those people are struggling mentally pretty much for the most part. And you just realize that they're just taking the anger out on someone else and you don't really care. It doesn't affect you what someone thinks, right? Some people say some really dumb things, and some people have a good point, so it all depends. But at the end of the day, it's just their opinion, so it doesn't really matter. Does it affect your focus on trading? It does, but that's part of it, I guess. I mean, the best traders are typically not going to be trading and streaming it. There's a lot of pressure going on, and you might make some different decisions just because of the stream. I use QUANTOWER for Top Step just because it's what I had. But since they took out the daily max loss now, I'm going to be using X moving forward. But with X, I can't really show it. It's going to be, I like to copy. Like if I have my Top Step account, they're going to get copied into this trade, right? But on Top Step X, I'm going to have to manually take them, which is not bad in the case like today. I mean, I got an hour to place an order. Not bad. But when it's, sometimes it's quick to break. I mean, it is harder, but all right. I think this is it. I think we're going to break now. Again, slippage. Something about the 15-minute break that gives a lot of slippage. Well, that was easy. Hopefully we don't lose on the second half, but got 10 points on the first. Not gonna add yet, but maybe I'll add it back in. I haven't figured out a way to avoid this, like the wicks, right? And then you just don't have time to react. Like, do you take it off? Do you leave it? It's definitely challenging. So I wouldn't consider that a winning trade yet. If I was going for one target, 10 points, then yes. But if I'm going for bigger targets, that wasn't a winning trade. So I'm just going to give this. Now it's one contract. I already made some profit on one. I could let this go against me quite a lot and see if we retest and then add back in. So basically, once we go back below, I'll add back in one more. Small target on the ad if I add it. All right, add it back in. Needs to close below. It's not closing below. Come on, close below the move. The range break is right here, so below 310 it needs to close. No, it doesn't. Something about the 15-minute that creates a lot of resistance, and then once it finally breaks, it goes. Well, it did close below. So that's kind of good. All right, stopped out. Okay, one more try. This time we're gonna make the target bigger. I'm just playing around with this. I mean, micros is definitely the answer for this strategy. I mean, micros you just hold and scale in as you need, but like getting stopped out like that, I mean, that's just pure hell. I mean, I don't understand how that's even possible. But you know, we're gonna live with it. Okay, now we're below the 15. Should be selling off here. I don't quite understand how that's even like fair, but you know, what are you gonna do? Because this trade would have been out now. You know, I would have won on this trade and need to have continuation here, please. Once it breaks, it's gonna be pretty violent. Come on. Please. Trading is so difficult, guys. This is what makes trading so damn difficult. Oh my goodness. Like imagine this just turns, and it will. Now I'm just gonna let it go because now I just I just got to prove to myself that I could just hold and not let these candles, because if I was trading small size, I wouldn't care, right? But since I'm trading big size and I already took that loss, now it's like, I mean, I got top tick there. That's one bad luck. I got missed by 2 ticks here. That's another bad luck. You create your own luck, but at the same time, you need that luck to be on your side to be able to be a profitable trader, right? So it's, I mean, this doesn't stop me out and this hits the target, trade's done, I'm up $800. 3 tick difference between up $1,000 or $800 versus blown accounts. Jesus Christ. That is insanity. Like, that is something that is just not fair. Well, now we're gonna wait. I'm going to add, because at this point, I have no words. I am very confused as to what happened just now. Yep, at this point it's a YOLO, and then I honestly have no words. Like, I have no words of to describe the feelings I have right now with this. The harder you try to do things, the worse things become. And I want this to work so bad that it just doesn't work. It's crazy. DCA is not allowed, yeah. I'm only adding once. If you add another contract, is that DCA? No, because I added to a winner. I never added to a loser. You could add once. But that is beyond my imagination. No, Mateo, I did not. You could add as many times as you want in profit. Only once when it goes against you. I mean, I messed it up by adding. If I never added, it would have been fine. I mean, I still would have missed. That was the original target anyway, but. I think this is going to reclaim now. I mean, it's holding the 15-minute like it's, you know, a huge level of some sort. Yesterday it held under. Today it's holding over. But like even like missing the ad and then a pullback, right? If it pulls back, you know, 15 points from the ad, I'm taking that profit. But it missed it. And now if it breaks it, it's gonna probably go higher. So just bad timing, luck. I don't want to say luck. Luck is not, we make our own luck, but it's, how do you describe this? Top tick here. Miss it by a couple ticks here. Like, how do you describe that? I know it's not luck, but like, how do you describe it? Because it's not a level, right? It's not like there's a level. The level is down here, right? So I did have, you know, a couple of points of wiggle room. This is what gurus don't teach you. This is the things that people that teach strategies on paper don't teach you. And it's not like it's hanging here for like a minute and I have time to react. This literally snaps here and snaps right back. Same thing, snaps here, snaps right back. I have no time to even react, right? There's no time to react to take the profit. Because if I react and take the profit, I'm taking the profit here, which is a huge difference. You're never gonna make money at that point. Because the price never just goes straight down. I only got 15 minutes left, and then whatever happens after that, I'll have to update you guys on the post or something. Because I need the computer to do photo booth templates and stuff. So I will not be able to leave it up. Should have done it yesterday so I could have streamed a little longer today, but take 15 points. That 15. Can we melt now? Certainly looks weak. Since we gained the extra few points there, I'm just going to front run this. And if this holds up again, that's just going to be funny. I think it's going to break down though. Oh God, today is just taking years of my life. Unreal. Just break. This is not the patience I have as a scalper. As a scalper, I'm taking my damn profit. Finally. How does Kane do this? How does Kane do this where he lets winners go? Like, I don't understand. Only 1 out of 2. It's not for me either. I know he trades different approach, but he needs patience. He needs patience. All right, stop is going to be... Oh, thank you, God. Wow, I made 1,000 on that? That was the most stressful $1,000 I've ever made. Oh, God. this type of trading is just not, it's not easy. It's so much more difficult than scalping. But see how a stop loss ruins everything? Like the stop loss, instead of adding here, I took a stop loss. It ruined the whole trade. It's so difficult for me to use proper stops. All right, now I am done and gotta go get ready for a wedding. So I'm gonna stay on stream for another 7 minutes. 10:45. I gotta go. Yeah, DCA is I added once to a losing trade. I added once to a winning trade and once to a losing trade, but I think DCA is part of trading, you know, like my risk to reward was proper because I made $1,000. The most I could lose is 2,500, so not even 2,500 because I was in profit a lot. So the most I could have lost was like $2,000 on the trailing drawdown. So it was 1 to 2 risk to reward, or 2 to 1, I should say. Well, at least we got pretty much nice cushion on the one account. So the account number 2, I'm not gonna touch anymore. I'm just gonna let it get to payout. It's on day number 10 today, so it's ready to be requested on the 1st. Hopefully Monday, Tuesday we'll win on the 150K account. That'll be requested. And the other one that's at 3,000, that's not gonna be that's gonna be at 9 days. So that's kind of annoying, but hopefully I could get that over to you know, 55, 56,000. Do I need dry ice? No. No dry ice, no sparks, nothing. But I gotta leave soon. So Sin was asking about if you make 1.2K on 100K, Sin, just watch. The easiest thing is to just watch my video. I have a video on consistency. 100K account, what's the profit target on the 100K account? But basically, if you made 1.2 thousand, you multiply that by 3.33 or divide it by 0.3, so whatever you want to do. So you take so take 1,200 divided by 0.3. You need $4,000 to be at 30%. So now you got to grow your account to $4,000 to be in the consistency of 30%. So you don't want to have any bigger days, but that's not bad because now you're on day 2, right? You're on day 2 and today you made 1.2 grand. Now you only got to make another $3,000 for the next 8 days. You should be able to make $3,000 in 8 days if you made 1.2K today. Oh, Nutty took a big loss. Oh, damn. I just sent him a P&L screenshot too. Well, no, he took $400 loss per account. He'll be fine. Ugh. Man, today was so stressful. I don't know why, but that was so unfortunate. Look at that. I got bottom ticked out again. Just very lucky at this point. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if my target was a little bit lower? It's like, how do you let winners go? Like yesterday, how do you take advantage of yesterday when this could happen, right? Like, how do you take advantage of the dump yesterday? I don't know. That's what I struggle with. Fast track review. Well, they're behind on payouts, but overall they're a pretty solid option, I guess. You just got to be mindful that they're new, and I mean, they're paying out, but they're behind on payouts. That's about it. There's no rules, which is great. Yeah, but if you're talking about Kane and 30% of his trades go to break even, I'm assuming when he's up like 50 points, he puts a break even or something. Well, 25 contracts to make, let's say 10 grand. Actually, no, he was risking $25,000. So he would risk 200 points. He would risk 200 points, I think. How do you make 200 points? Jeez. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I do have to go to a wedding. I got a DJ a wedding on the Long Island, which is, you have to go to New York City to get there. And last time I went there on the Friday, which was like 3 months ago or 4 months ago, I almost was late to the wedding. I couldn't believe how much traffic there was, and there was pretty much no accidents or anything. It was just traffic. So today I'm gonna take caution and leave super early, as I do have a pretty picky bride, so I want to be ready. Glad today worked out because this was so stressful, not stressful, frustrating. and got the accounts to pay out now. So that's a big difference. Now the accounts are at payout, at least one of them. The other one is very close to payout. But now it's guaranteed 18 months in a row for payout, right? October, I will request at least 2,000. So that's going to make it 18 days in a row. I did pass another eval today. So Monday, I'll have 5 PAs. And then I did copy trade into 150K PA with this. So I'm just going to continue copy trading. Do I speak other languages? Yeah, I speak Polish. English is my second language. I was almost 13 when I moved to the US. So I started learning English at 13. Arco, yeah, I could do music. If you guys prefer music on stream, I could definitely do that. I just got to sign up for a service that has music. Copyright free music. Yeah, I'll have fun. That's the thing, that DJing is so much fun that it would be hard for me to quit. The logistics of it kind of suck, but like there's no way I could quit DJing. I'm already booking 2026, so if prop firms are still around in 2026 with no issues and everything's great, then maybe I'll quit DJing eventually. But do I bring all my DJ equipment in the Porsche? No, I can't really fit much in that. Yeah, I bottom ticked it. So lucky. Choppy day today. Choppy day for sure. Good for scalping, but not for holding. All right, guys. So I'll see everyone on Monday. Hit the likes. You can go watch Nutty's live, and then tell him I said hello. Make him feel better. He took a loss. So thanks, guys. And unfortunately, I would love to stay, but been on the streak with Friday weddings. Next Friday, I don't have a wedding, so next Friday will be fun. All right. Later, guys.